You've said that self-awareness is the number one key to success as an athlete. Why do so many athletes struggle with this?
I think they struggle because they live in an identity that is in their mind, but not in reality yet. And in a lot of ways, it's actually what makes people really successful. Because if you're a bit delusional, you could believe something that most people have never done before you is possible for you.
Mhm.
So it allows you to like start thinking about what is almost possible, but hasn't happened yet. Whereas framing everything in this idea of impossible, and then you're already starting, behind everybody else mentally. So I think more importantly than anything else is that you got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, then who are you going to call when things get tough?
Mhm.
But self-awareness is by far the number one rule. Like I would say, if I broke it down into three areas that athlete needs to have, is number one, they need to have self-awareness. All right. Number two, they need to know their role. They got to know their role in an environment. I've been an All-American in an environment. I go to another level and I'm like bottom of the totem pole. So I got to know my role with each locker room. You go from one team to a superstar, you get another contract, part of your life changes, and you're now maybe like a second coach, right? You're not necessarily the dude anymore. So you have to know your role. And then number three is you got to know like situational awareness. You have to know like in those moments, how do you need to show up? How do you need to present? You do that, you could preserve your long, you know, athletic career. If not, you're going to have these like ups and then downs.
Three great keys.
My dad talks about you all the time. What do you actually do, and how do you help athletes reach the top?
Well, let's just start with the fact that your dad's probably saying some really smart things if he's talking about me. And a lot of people don't know this, but for probably a good like 3 to 5 years, he pushed me to stop being under the radar. And I want to kind of put this out there because I think it's actually really important. My first product that we built, which was like the All-American Recruiting Playbook, and I'm confident that, over 20 years, I put more people into college through sports than most anybody else. And that happened from like actually being in your dad's studio in the office and, believe it or not having much to say. I would freeze up and he'd be like, no, just do this. And he'd like interrupt me and kind of like smack me through. And it's like, I believe everybody needs a coach because people need to see something in you that you don't see in yourself. And it wasn't in the area of sports performance. It wasn't in the area of mental performance. It was in the area of branding. It was in the area of taking what I was already doing, and instead of being like the dirty little secret that nobody wants to talk about, but being somebody's secret weapon. And that was what I was for a lot of athletes, but I didn't want to be known for that because it was like, hey, I didn't do that. Like as an athlete, I worked hard. I get the result. I get to stand on the podium. But as a coach, I'm just a piece of that puzzle. So what I do more than anything is I identify the fact that an athlete is in point A, they want to get to point B, and they're going to actually, unfortunately, beat themselves up before they achieve it. My job is to build a bridge to help them get there so that they don't have to go through the same pain and agony that a lot of people have gone through before, and that they could actually achieve their dreams, because that's what potential is about. Now, what I've been able to do through, 2 decades now is win, which I don't think a lot of people do. The coaching circle, the athletic competitive circle is very large. Everybody competes, not everybody wins. I've been fortunate enough to win for 2 decades. And the thing that makes somebody a winner is very different than everybody else. Most people are chasing each other to do it better, 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 better. But in reality, you just need to do it different. The effort of doing something better and different are the same. It's just a matter of actually where your focus is. So that's what I do for athletes, but I've also been able to do that for businesses by getting them to like stand out and tell their story, because every athlete has a unique story. But if nobody knows about it, then your lifespan on TV is very short, and you want to have a career that like actually has a legacy. So that's what I've been able to do, and it's been fun. It's been fun along the way.